What's up guys, it's Eric from Verus Engineering, and today we're going to be doing a little clip over our new shop car, the 2020 Toyota Supra, right there. Basically we're going to go over the exterior real quick, and then we'll take a peek at the interior, and then talk about the performance. Pop it up on the lift real quick, show you the underbody. Overall, the car really does turn heads everywhere we've gone. Like I said, we haven't gone too many places, but we've seen a bunch of people rubberneck us. We've seen people give us thumbs up. It is a new car, so you kind of get that with the new car, but we also think it's because of the way the car looks on the street. It's just, it's a really good looking car overall. There are some weird things like this little front lip that looks like it was added on after the bumper was designed. We aren't really fond of that, but it is what it is. The fake vents, although we actually think they look good, they are fake, and we don't see how to make them functional. I have a little clip that I took of that Clay should pop in. One of the biggest things that people are wanting in the Supra community, and something that for some reason Toyota confirmed, is that these vents can actually be functional, and I just don't see how. So this vent, granted I don't know what's actually behind it, it could vent to something, but then this is a fender liner, so you'd have to cut that and somehow figure out a duct that goes through that, and then you would have to go up here and cut the sheet aluminum from the hood to then get out this vent. Again, just don't see how that is even plausible. The door one is even worse because you would have to go through the chassis. You'll see that. Let's do the other side real quick. So you'd have to cut the door up quite a bit, right along the door seal or thereabout. This isn't where the vent is. It's over here. You might be able to cut that out, I have no idea, but then you would have to do some serious modification to the car in this location. Again, no idea how or why they would have said that is even remotely functional, but I don't see it. Overall though, the car looks great. We really like the rear end, so we'll go over here, take a quick little video of the rear. So the rear, in my opinion, from this up, looks awesome. This black stuff that they slapped on afterwards, or at least it appears to me that they slapped it on afterwards, does not look the greatest. I would have liked a regular bumper, and then we would design our own diffuser for it. The fake plastic diffusers don't really do it for me, but that's my opinion. The rear, otherwise, looks awesome. Really like the fenders. Looks great. Overall, I mean, like I said, the car does look great and it turns heads. Just there's a few things that I'm not fond of, but I'm not even a design engineer in that respect. I'm more function over form. Looking inside, it's a really nice interior. The infotainment's pretty easy to use. This is definitely odd. It looks like it was made for a right-hand drive car. You definitely hit your hand on it. I definitely like that there's very little on the inside as far as buttons to push. It's very much minimalistic, but it also does have a ton of creature comforts like park assist. What else does it have? Park assist, it's got lane assist, it's got adaptive cruise control, all those types of things, which I've never actually driven with before. Pretty neat. It's also kind of intrusive and odd at first. Pop the hood, take a picture. Take a look at the engine. far as power, the car definitely does put down some power to the ground. You see triple digits pretty dang quickly, in my opinion, for a production car, and it feels great on the track, or not on the track, on the road. We haven't been to the track yet. We're planning on a trip possibly this weekend. That being said, the 8-speed automatic, which was a serious concern to me, drives very much like a PDK or a dual clutch. Overall, the downshifts are very crisp and nice. The upshifts are a little lackluster, but not bad at all, especially for it being what is considered a slush box. I know that the transmission can take a serious beating and handle quite a bit of torque, so that's pretty awesome to see and hear. Would I have liked it to be in a manual? Yeah. Will it be faster on track being an automatic? Probably. As we dig into the Supra, we're going to kind of share with you some cool things that we think at least is pretty cool. So this is the bottom of the airbox, OEM airbox. It's got these vanes that divert the incoming air to evenly spread out the airflow to the entire panel filter, which I think is really neat. And then on the top side, which is the suction side, it's got a really nice radiused bell mouth curve to it to, again, improve pressure losses. It's really cool to see what OEMs are doing nowadays to improve efficiency as far as engine power without increasing emissions. Let's get it up in the air real quick, and then we can show you some things on the underbody and the brakes. All right, here is a quick shot of the underbody. Overall, everything is pretty well covered with plastic, sheet metal, or the composite that OEMs use, like this. It's like a fabric composite. Everything is really nice and flat under here, so that means pretty low drag. Be interesting to make some of our parts because there's not much to grab onto, so that'll definitely make it a little difficult for us, but we're up for the challenge and excited to start modifying the aerodynamics of the car. The one spot that is open is the exhaust. Something that we saw, which we thought was pretty neat, is this. Let's see if I can get, so that's, there we go. This, which bolts to the lower control arm on the rear. It's like a deflector that probably aids in airflow around the suspension components. It's really neat to see that. We'll have to definitely keep that in mind when we go to develop our rear diffuser so that we can benefit from using that as well. The brakes are pretty large. Let's see here. There we go. The brakes are pretty large from the factory, which means there's probably plenty of thermal capacity for braking on track. The rear is pretty simple, and then the front has a extremely large caliper. Looks like it's a 4-pot. All right, let's get to the test drives.